On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Washington Commanders and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down here. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Well, let's face it, when you hold someone to just 6 points in a game, the feeling that you have among your team is that you're not going to lose very many of those. That's the way to get it done.
And first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Powell out of the shotgun. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Here's Smith to return it. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. First down, they go right back to Pierce. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. First down, Mills delivers another one to Pierce. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The Texans at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Running right through it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. We're scoreless after 1. Mills on first down. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Akins. Touchdown! Jordan Akins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their third in a row. And the question, is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. This one left side caught by Collins. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. To throw, Mills. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Mills to the sideline, and out now is Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal try. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him, and they're going to bring him to the ground. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, That's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Mills finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd down. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pierce. Trucks over him. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 41 yards on the ground for him so far.
As long as you've been the air attack has gotten him down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he is unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Mills to throw it. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football. It's something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A first down throw for Mills. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mills. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. He's got room at the 30, and he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Mills with a throw out wide. It's complete. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan Akins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing here, Howell. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Howell. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. first down. Howell. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. They'll still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing, Mills. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has, percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we?
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
The play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 2nd and 10. Howell, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And Howell will throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Derek Stingley picks it. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And Hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. Another carry for Pierce. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from blocking.
They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30. 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders. Just shy of the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll go play action. Howell slings this deep from McLaurin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him get run up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. 89 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Handoff left side, Pierce. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Nice effort defensively there from Cole Holcomb.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They hand off to their big tight end. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Powell out of his own end zone. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
First down, Howell to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw again on 2nd down. Powell. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Christian Harris. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.